Hey everybody, ChicagoCharlie, and I'm starting a new video segment called Stump That Deck, where I basically build a deck and challenge a bunch of people, and I record it until I lose. And these are the duels. First game. This is the first game. I was playing against Shadal's with a Ninja Hero variant. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. There are obviously some things that I could change in them to make it better, but here is the deck. So I set 3 and pass. As you can see, he's playing a Shadal artifact deck. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good at the same time. And I drew Hanzo, so I summon Hanzo, search for my ninjutsu art card. He goes into Shadal Roots. I search for ninjutsu art of transformation, because I'm also running what are they called, the trap tricks monsters in this, and that can bring out the trap tricks chick. So I summon Whitestone and I synchro for Armades. Whitestone effect to add a Blue Eyes. I enter my battle phase and I attack his. The reason why I'm running Whitestone and Blue Eyes is because I can run Super Trans and bring out Blue Eyes or Whitestone if, like, I want a synchro or something like that. And he draws the Shadal Fusion card. So I saw him warning that I do not want that going off. But he runs Elder God Nodin. Oh wait, no, he brings out Midrash and then Super Polys. That's right. But he does run Nodin, I think. That monster's effect goes off, so I break through Skiller. It's unfortunate that he still gets the Shadal Fusion added to hand. So I want to get rid of one of his back rows, so I special summon Mermello, and I pop a card on his side of the field. I think I hit more attack. I draw a Trap Tricks Trap Hole, which is not very good. I have mass changed the second one so I can go into Koga, which is why I summoned Whitestone a Legend in attack mode. He passes. I think he may think I have Honest or something. I don't know why he switched to defense. Whitestone's effect, I add Blue Eyes to my hand. That was a really good Rhoda. Search out Hanzo. Summon Hanzo, of course. Search for my ninjutsu art of super transformation. And I set it and I pass. I did not know he had artifacts in his back row. Otherwise I would have just attacked. I was really afraid of the artifacts. Brings out Midrash face down, which is fine by me. Then he goes to attack. I realized, I read the effect and was like, oh shit, that's like a Catastor for special summon monsters, so I had to get rid of it. And bring out Galaxy Eyes. I use Trap Tricks Trap Hole on the Nef, whatever the fuck it's called. That card's too good, man. I'm really happy I got Mermello. I search bottomless and I attack. In hindsight, I should have attacked with Koga, but I was afraid of deep prisons. I was playing really carefully. I don't know why. It's not like it was ranked. I think he attributes the mid-rash for that. Oh no, he attacks first. And then Koga's effect, basically I can reduce any monster's attack by banishing a hero from my graveyard, and it banishes it by that much attack, so he played right into that. I bottomless that monster. And then he scoops up because he knows he has no other fusion plays that he can do. Alright, game 2 of that game. This was actually the first duel with this deck. So game 2, I drew a kinda shitty hand, but I mean I can make it work. Breakthrough skill is pretty decent, so I summon my elemental hero dude and set 3 and pass. I really wish I didn't set that last card. I really wish I didn't, because it just fucked me up. Because he MST'd it, and I needed that card to actually pitch for Whitestone. He instant fusions on me for mid-rash. And then does that stupid fusion quick play thing into Nephilim. So I trap tricks, trap hole, nightmare it. Just to save myself damage. I'd rather completely kill it than breakthrough skill it. So lucky for me, I top deck cards of consonants, and I already have Trade-in in hand, so it gets me a completely new hand. Unfortunately, I drew another Whitestone and a second Hanzo. That was pretty unfortunate. It sucked balls. I set 2 and pass. Super Trends is like one of the best cards in the game to me, because not only do you get rid of your opponent's monster, you get a big beater out of your deck. I love that aspect of it. So my Hanzo goes and I do not get a monster off of it. Super Trans is a very underrated card. I have Call the Haunted though, so I'm not in so much of a bad position. So in phase I Call the Haunted for Shadow Mist, and I search out a quick play change card. I choose Mass Change, the second one. I chose Mass Change, the second one, over the other one because if I do decide to Mass Change, I can go into Dark Law and pitch a card from my hand, and it'll get me a card back because the Whitestone. That's why I chose it over the normal Mass Change. And of course, he should all fusions. L should all fusion. That card is retarded. Some crazy shit's happening in the grave, which I have no idea. I think it's the Shadal roots, I don't know. Yeah, it's Shadal roots. Hella gay. So I need a really good, and I top deck into a Rhoda, which isn't bad. I'm saving it just in case I need to get Upstart Golden Ninja. So I mass changed the second one, my Hanzo into Dark Law. Search my blue eyes, and then I go to attack mid-rash, banishing him. Now, if I would have been able to get out mid-rash earlier, if I would have been able to get out Dark Law earlier, I'd be in a much better position. But I have Bottomless and Breakthrough skill set, so I'm pretty good. I think I Breakthrough skill this, yeah. One thing about the deck I'm using, it can't outpace, but it can out resource his deck, cause like I have one card Xyz, and he once he gets through all his fusion monsters, then there's really nothing he can do. So I Diamond Direwolf the face down monster because I don't want any effects going off. And he issued all roots, which is fine by me. His monster gets banished and he scoops it up. Alright, so the next game I played was against this guy who had basically an anti-trap deck, and he thought because he watched my previous game where I had a lot of traps, he thought that this was the best deck to use against me. So so this is the result of that game. I go into Mermello, search Bottomless, and set 3. Call the Haunted is too good. That card is gonna be played in so many decks throughout this format. He goes to Goblinberg. Of course, everything gets under trap, under Bottomless, and then he goes Barkion. So if I Bottomless the Barkion, he's just gonna negate it. So I wait. I kind of wish I had kept the trap in my hand. In phase, I go for Mermello, thinking he would negate it, but he did not. So I popped his face down. I really wish I had popped the other one, because the other one was a compulse, as you can see. So I searched for Shadow Mist. For some reason, I kept thinking that Shadow Mist was a when it was sent to the grave, you search for the mass change card. I don't know why I kept thinking that. So it's safe to say that the deck has changed since these games. He pops my my Super Trans with a Night Beam. So it's my turn. I summon Golden Ninja, and I pitch my Breakthrough skill to bring out Hanzo. Then I search for Hanzo, another Golden Ninja, and I go into 101 to take his Barkion, which is really the only thing I can do. Then I attack the Barkion. I attack with on an arc into his Giant Rat. He brings out another Giant Rat. He draws swords, a revealing like he's fucking Yu-Gi-Moto. That shit pissed me off. So it's my turn. I draw a dead card of Consonants, and I set up Star Golden Ninja, and I pass. So first turn for swords, he draws into a Mermello, which is really good. I think he searches for Bottomless, yeah. And overlays for that thing. I Bottomless that. Fuck that. He has Bottomless, so I know how to play around it. So I Rhoda for another Shadow Mist, because it gets under Bottomless. And then I think I overlay for, Rhapsody. I overlay for Rhapsody because I knew if he top decked Dianea, I knew I couldn't attack, so I was screwed, and I got rid of the tuner as well. And then made my my 101 bulky. It would have really sucked if he topped into Dianeo on me and then just arced my arc or did something to my arc. And I draw blue eyes, which sucks. He has two of those psychic dudes. The thing that's downside about him is you can't switch himself. But when I was running psychics, this card was so good. I love that card. And you get to choose which monster you take, and it's permanent. I just love it. You give them your your Serene Psychic Witch, and then attack into her with their monster, and you just plus. It's so good. For the cost of 1,000 life points, that's like nothing. That was one of my favorite decks to play. So he bottomlesses my Hanzo, but I still search out my Ninjutsu art card. I search Super Trans because I'm gonna pitch that if I draw up Star Golden Ninja. I don't really like pitching super art. The super see, he top decks into Dianea, and then he forgets that he didn't have the Mermello engraved, so he called the Haunteds. Goes into Barkion, and I'm clearly stronger than Barkion. But he has a male cat set, and this really screwed me over. He male cats, and I lose material and 3 back row. That was so unfortunate for me. And then I think I just lose. Yeah, I just lose. Next turn I top deck into something dead and just get beat up. Yeah, Hanzo. There's not much Hanzo can do for me with a fucking Barkion on board. If it wasn't Barkion, I'd be good, but it is Barkion, so I'm done. He has 14 cards loaded into grave, and he drew Instant Fusion. It's pretty much a Rhapsody. So I Super Trans first, of course he negates, then I Transformation next, then he negates, then I just take the direct damage. Okay, so game 3, I can't remember what I sided in against him. It was like Veilers and I think a Fossil Dino and some other cards, MSTs I think. So I drew an okay hand considering that I have a Rhoda. So I just summon Hanzo, and I think I set 3 and pass. I set 4 and pass. Okay. Set the trade in to bluff. He draws Night Beam. I think he Night Beams the right card too. Yeah, he Night Beams a bottomless, which is really good. For some reason, it wouldn't let me respond. Like, I tried to Super Trans, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, I don't have Super Trans, that's why. Yeah, that was the downside. If I would've got Super Trans, I would've been much better off. I wish I did. So I just lost like 4 cards last game, so I'm in an insanely bad spot. I summon Hanzo and he compulses. I'm kinda glad I saved the MST. I didn't wanna use it on compulse, but I would have probably been in a better spot. I think later on it benefits me. At least this way I get 2 Hanzo searches. He doesn't really do anything his next turn, so the compulse is really for nothing. And I got Soul Charge, which is really good. So I soul charge for Hanzo. I use Hanzo's effect to search my Upstart Golden Ninja. Then I summon another Hanzo, and I overlay for 101, and I take his monster. Then I pass. Now I have a 1 card XC play next turn. He goes into Murmello and searches for the bottomless. This is why I'm happy that I saved my MST. So he attacks, I save myself, and then I in-face MST his bottomless trap hole. I drew different dimension ground. I use Hanzo's effect to search out another Upstart Golden Ninja. So since I have different dimension ground, I now get to keep my XC play with Upstart and 1 trap card. I banished 2 from his graveyard. I always banish the Murmello just in case he has Dianea, and as you can see, he has Dianea, so it was a good play. He's drawing dead now. He's drawing nothing, and he didn't realize that he didn't have the Dianea, the Murmello engrave anymore. So I go for another XC. I think I stack something on deck, I can't remember. I bring out another Upstart Golden Ninja, and I overlay for Lavalval Chain. Oh no, I send a White Stone a grave so I can get my search. And then I trade in what I searched. I draw 2, and then I get a Murmello, which is pretty good, and a second mass change. I think I set the MST, yeah. So it's his turn. He draws that little doggy thing. Passes. So I get a Shadow Mist. Then I second mass change the Shadow Mist into a Dark Law, and unfortunately, which sucks for me, I stack a Dianea to the top of the deck. Sucks for me, I didn't know what he had set, so I couldn't kill it. And I don't think I have a breakthrough skill engrave. No breakthrough skill. Yeah. He goes into Dianea and specials Dianea, and then sets a bottomless, which I think I just in-phase MST it. He 101's my 101. And destroys my Shadow Mist, so that card goes back to his hand. And I don't in-phase MST because I know I'm getting Dianea, and I know that nothing he has can the bottomless doesn't affect Dianea. So I bring back my Murmello engrave. Bottomless is just for the fact that it's gonna get destroyed anyways. And I go into Dagesto Emerald. I could have went into something else, but I really wanted to get my Blue Eyes from grave. And this way I still can use its effect next turn. This is the only reason why I'm running Blue Eyes, really, is because I want some kind of draw engine into the deck, and with the fact that you discard off of the mass change, White Stone is decent because you're not really paying cost, and it allows me to run a couple of synchros because of soul charge and stuff. So I use Dagesto Emerald's effect to shuffle 3 monsters into deck. I choose 2 Upstart Golden Ninjas and a Dianea just so that I have an increased chance of getting an XC play. And of course it's the little fucking doggy. So I set my set my dude, and then pass. My Shadow Mist, and then I pass. He just passes his turn, and I draw Fossil Dyna, which is unfortunate because I want to make an XC play to get over it, and you can't XC with Fossil Dyna, so I just end turn. I'm really just waiting for any other level 4 monster. He sets a MST and a star drawing. If he wouldn't have set, he would have been in a much better position, because if anything gets destroyed by card effect anything, Shiba Warrior goes back to your hand. So he kind of screwed himself over on that. Alright, that was that game. And the next game, I played against Samurais. Which didn't really. I thought I would rape this deck, but the guy proved me wrong. So I set 3. In hindsight, I would have pitched a trap card for him. I would have pitched this in hindsight because he had the Dark Hole. And he had Trap Trick Trap Hole. It's just so bad against Samurais. It is like really the worst card ever, as you can see. Deep Dark Trap Hole would have been a lot better. So I have nothing but dead cards in hand, and I draw dead, so I lose. Yeah, I drew a second Mass Change, which can do me absolutely nothing in this situation. So I just scoop it up, and then game 2, it's not much better than that. It's weird that I fight Shadalls, and then that deck that's specifically designed to stop decks that run too many traps, and I end up losing to this. So I keep a trap in my hand just in case for upstart. I realize how bad Trap Trick's Trap Hole is in this deck, so I get rid of it because okay, so I'm warning that I don't set it because I don't want to set 2 bad cards against the deck, and he still draws asceticism off of the 1 card, off of the 1 freaking thing. And so as you can see, I just get my ass raped. Take 25 damage, and I also hurt myself with the fucking warning. So I summon. Next turn I draw another upstart, which makes me think, okay, this is gonna be a much better game than last time. But no, I go into Hanzo, search for Hanzo. I really wish I didn't XC, but really 101 was the best thing that I can go into. But he gets a good card on me, another asceticism, and he's stronger than me, so there's not much I can do. I don't know why he's summoned a monster. That makes no sense to me. Because is there another Sam that you can asceticism? I don't think so. So I did this to check and see if he had any battle traps, and he didn't. So I mass changed in a Koga, and then I attacked over his monster. Now here I'm thinking, okay, I'm in a better position than him. I have 3 cards to his 2, and he draws just what he needs to clear my field. This really saddened me. Pop my Koga, and then use the effect to add Elder of the 6 Samurai. Then he attacks into my monster to destroy zone, just to special his monster. Then asceticism for I think Shien. I can't remember what he brings. Oh, for Catastor. And of course, Trap Trick Trap Hole is dead again. and I draw a fucking max C. So there's absolutely nothing I can do. So I set max C and I pass, because I know Sams do not special off of one card in their hand. It's usually two. So I just set the max C, and he searches for Anishi, which is really good against me. He just attacks both my monsters. Now I'm type decking. The tides have turned. For some reason, I couldn't pace with this deck, and I draw a dead card, and I lose because of it. I just couldn't keep up with the deck. I don't know why. And he just attacks with everything, and that is pretty much game. So I went 2 and 3 with this deck. If you like this segment, let me know in the comment section, or just like the video. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you for watching.